Greetings on behalf of the 63rd Readiness Division. This is Chaplain Siebold, and the title of this devotion today is called Endurance, and I'm reading from James 1:2-3. So consider it great joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you exercise various trials, because you know that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its full effect, so that you may be mature and complete, lacking nothing. So I ran a race to win a turkey because this was when I was younger in college. I was hungry well away at Bible college, and an older man mocked me and said when I said I would walk away with a bird that day, and I smiled as I passed him in the race, and I smiled when they took my picture as one of the winners that was holding one of the turkeys. So I entered high school in 1996 and graduated June of 1980. And I had a friend in college that was up for the Olympic trials in the triple long jump with good odds for making it to the 1980 Olympic Games. And I had thoughts of running distance in the games myself. My fastest mile in high school was a 5:42 before I injured myself. I encountered a few injuries, but thought I'd pick up running again in college. So it rained for me in 1980 during a political storm that took the dreams and aspirations of those that sought to enter the games that year away, held in Russia and boycotted by Japan, West Germany, Chile, Philippines, Argentina, Canada, the United States, just to name a few of the 65 nations that boycotted that year. Russia had invaded Afghanistan in 1979, and prior to this, only during World War I and World War II had they canceled the games. And this year, because of a virus, they canceled the games. So I wrote a paper in high school on how the games were not to be used politically for government purposes or politicians. And it didn't just rain that year for me, it poured, basically. I walked away from running this year and refused to run for colleges, and although I kept on running for fitness, when I came into the Army, it wasn't difficult for me to pass the physical fitness test at the age of 18 to 23, although I only ran a 7-minute mile in my 30s. As I have matured in life, I realized that disappointment does not always equal defeat, and giving up on dreams and aspirations. In fact, trials and difficulties make the winning even more enjoyable and worthwhile. Relationships that can stand the trials and testing come out stronger on the other side, as stated below. And I didn't let endurance have its full effect. I gave up on my dream, I let a political decision wash it away, and looking back I can see that endurance must be tied to maturity, and this takes time to learn. So if you're in the midst of a trial or a test or a difficulty or some type of requirement for endurance, take heart. You're not supposed to get it right the first time, because getting it right requires maturity, and that takes time and practice. Keep on trying and moving forward, and someday you will stop and realize that you lack nothing for having endured the test. More than likely, you will have gained a lot of maturity. So my prayer for you today is this: gracious and loving God that picks us up countless times in our defeat and dusts us off and sets us right, so that we can keep on running forward towards the goal. Lord, never give up on us, no matter how many times we give up on ourselves, others, and even you. Amen.